For those of us just joining in case you saw, oh no, he's doing the recapping the previous part, I'm going to skip to the next one to see if he's still doing it. Yeah, I finished it about halfway through the previous video, I think. Although I'm still doing stuff a little boring. But I'm past the recap, and that's important. So if you just want to get to the end of the recap, just go to halfway through that video. Don't know exactly where it is. I mean, I'm recording this as I do it, so explain. Okay, what was I thinking? Okay, let's see. First, to enchant one of these, we need to take off everything else. Okay, that way, because the enchant armor scrolls hit a random armor you're wearing. This is the only armor I am wearing, so that's why you take off everything except the one you want enchanted. I want this enchanted because it increases my intelligence and wisdom by the enchantment, so definitely that's quite good. Oh, it only gave me +4 instead of +5. Oh well. Let's put everything back on. Well, we've got an intelligence of 17, a level of 16. It's time to read some spell books. Now let me explain how reading a spell book works. When you read it, you have a chance to learn the spell in it. Your chances depend on your level, your intelligence, and how difficult the spell book is. All spell books have a level from 1 to 7, depending on what spell it is. The formula, if I remember correctly, is you take your intelligence, add 5 to it. Okay, that's 22. You add half of your level to it. Okay, that's 30. I don't know what you do if you round down. If you round down or up in that regard. Okay, then you subtract double the spell's level, which is as at the most 14, because the highest level spells are 7. So let's calculate that up. 17 plus 5 equals 12. 12 plus 8 equals 30. 30 minus 14 equals 16. So at the worst case scenario, we've got a 16. Now you take that and multiply it by 5. That comes to 80. And that's your percent chance of reading it. So at the lowest, it's an 80% chance. By the way, wizards get really lucky in this part. Because if they try to read a spell book, they'll be told if it's a 100% chance or not. If you're a wizard and you try to read it and it says it appears very complex, well, that just means that it's not a 100% chance. So wizards luck out in that regard, I guess, because they're wizards. Okay, so enough babbling. Some other things to explain about spellbook. If it's blessed, you will always learn it, no matter what. No matter what your intelligence, no matter what your level, no matter anything. If it's blessed, you always learn it. If it's uncursed, well, it goes through that stuff I explained. If it's cursed, you always don't learn it. Now, here's the thing. If you read it and are unsuccessful, some not so great stuff can happen. The spellbook can explode, and each spellbook can only be read so many certain amount of times. So it's a bad thing for that to happen, for you to use up one and not read it. But still, 80%, that's good enough for me. Especially that's just the worst case scenario. Anyway, and if you incorrectly read it, there's a chance that you will just be frozen for a while. That's why we're here. It's a bit safe here. I think I'm going to let the keyring roam. So just in case, I don't know if monsters can even be generated here, but if one is, then the keyring can take care of it. Okay, so let's see what spell books we've got. A lot of them. Let's try to grab a bunch of them so we can curse test them. I tested that in a shop, and I think it was a level 6 one, so I called it level 6. Already found out what that is. Another great thing about having a flying mount, even when you're stressed, you can head down stairs without, having problems of tripping and stuff. Okay, let's let's grab all of these. Okay, none of them seem to be cursed. Heck, one's blessed. Okay, let's go up. Oh, your load is too heavy. Yeah, I'll just throw all the spell books in the bag of holding then. There we go. What the? How did that get there? Oh, I see. It was a Tengu, and it went into that and turned into that. Okay. Darn it, I was planning to kill the Tengu and eat it. Okay. Well, let's get reading. I find this is this is just an easy way to identify them. You read them. Since there's a really good chance I'll successfully read them, then I'll know what they are. So, let's read them. Let's begin with an uncursed ragged spellbook. It's Detect Unseen. Kind of useless to me, I suppose, but... Oh yeah, let's stop writing this. Let's put that spellbook in there. There's another Detect Unseen. So now that I've identified this, all the other ones like that are identified. Let's see if there are any other spellbooks I can... I might as well try to grab everything else. That I haven't identified yet. Oh yeah, I've definitely burdening myself a bit here. I'm going to get those later. Okay, read. Well, blessed, I'm going to get that one for sure. Cure sickness. Okay, let's see what this level 6 one is. Or maybe it was a level 5. I don't know. I just kind of thought it was 6 and just wrote it down. Cancellation. Okay, Detect food. Force bolt. Remove curse. I'm hoping one of these is an identify spellbook. Oh, you feel hungry. Okay, fine. Let's eat something. Yeah, I know I'm strained. Fine, I'll just put some of the ones I've identified in here. Because, you know, don't want to be strained, even if it is just while I'm reading this. Anything else? Let's see. Oh yeah, we've identified some of this stuff by virtue of the fact we've identified them. Wow, that didn't even make sense. Okay, Science spellbook. Yes! The Identify spell is mine! The most useful spell in the entire game. And it's mine. Want to identify just whether something is cursed or uncursed? Identify spell will do it for you. Want to identify stuff on the go but don't have to worry about spellbooks I've identified? The Identify spell will do it for you. The only downside is I'm a knight, so I can't get high in the divinity school of spelling. See, of casting spells. See, there's attack, healing, and clerical ones. These are the only ones knights can get above unskilled. Okay, let's keep reading. Actually, let's test out the Identify spell. Oh wait, there's only a 45% chance of it. Well, it looks like it's time we get rid of these gauntlets of power. Those will, you know, those noticeably decrease your chances of successfully casting things. Here's the cool thing. The robes increase your success of casting things. If you're wearing something metallic like those, it will half its penalty, because wearing metallic stuff other than like the Helm of Brilliance will decrease your chances of successfully casting spells. But if you're not wearing anything metallic, it decreases it by a certain amount depending on your class. We're ending the part there.